Two identical F-150s, same engine, same mileage. One of them is running quiet and strong at 220,000 miles. The other developed timing chain noise, turbo wear, and oil consumption before it hit 120,000. Same truck, same driving profile, different oil. I have seen this exact pattern in my shop more than once, and every time I trace it back, it leads to the same place: the oil the owner was running and whether that oil was actually the right choice for how they were using the truck. Ford recommends 0W-20 in most F-150s. It's printed in the manual, it's what the dealer puts in at every service. What most owners do not know is that recommendation was written to pass fuel economy and emissions tests. It was not written with your EcoBoost under towing load in mind. It was not written for your truck sitting in stop-and-go traffic in 95-degree heat. And it was not written for your 140,000-mile Coyote. So we tested all three: 0W-20, 5W-30, and 5W-40, and the conditions F-150s actually live in. Not a lab, not a European driving cycle. Cold starts, highway pulls, city traffic, towing load, real heat, real mileage. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which oil fits your truck and why. Why Ford recommends 0W-20 and what that recommendation actually covers. Before we get into the test results, you need to understand why Ford chose 0W-20 in the first place, because once you understand the reasoning, the limits of that recommendation become obvious. 0W-20 is a very thin oil. In a modern engine with tight manufacturing tolerances, it flows immediately on a cold start, reduces internal friction slightly, and improves fuel economy by a measurable amount, typically 1 to 2%. For Ford's fleet fuel economy averages, for CAFE compliance, for hitting emissions targets, that fraction of a percent matters. That is why 0W-20 appears in the manual. It passes the test. Ford also writes that recommendation around the warranty period. Most factory warranties cover the first 3 to 5 years. In that window, a modern engine running the correct weight oil in normal conditions will be fine on 0W-20. The engine is new, the tolerances are tight, the conditions assumed in the test cycle are relatively moderate. The warranty window is not the same as the ownership window. A lot of F-150 owners keep their trucks for 10, 12, 15 years. They tow, they idle in heat. They live in climates where summer temperatures push the engine harder than Ford's test cycle ever modeled. In those conditions, real F-150 conditions, the thinnest oil in the lineup starts to show its limits. The manual was written for the warranty window. Most F-150 owners are driving well past it. How we tested: real F-150 conditions, not a lab. The oils we tested: 0W-20 full synthetic, 5W-30 full synthetic, and 5W-40 full synthetic, all tested against the same engine type, a 3.5-liter EcoBoost, the most common F-150 engine on the road right now. Results cross-referenced against 5.0 Coyote behavior where relevant. Cold starts in winter temperatures. This is when most engine wear actually happens. The seconds between key turn and full oil pressure reaching the cam phasers, turbo bearings, and valve train are the most destructive of any drive cycle. What happens in those first few seconds matters more than almost anything else. EcoBoost heat under load. Turbocharged engines generate heat at the turbo bearing journals that naturally aspirated engines never see. Under sustained highway load or towing, EcoBoost oil temperatures run significantly higher than the manual's assumed baseline. The oil is being asked to do more work than the test cycle anticipated. Stop-and-go traffic, extended idle time and drive with the torque converter engaged, built heat without the airflow that highway driving provides. This is the condition most urban F-150 owners are in every single day, and it is one of the hardest conditions any oil faces. High mileage. Engines past 100,000 miles have slightly wider clearances between moving parts from normal wear. More clearance means the oil needs more film strength to maintain the protective layer between those surfaces. What worked at 30,000 miles is not the same story at 150,000. 0W-20 results. Excellent where it was designed for, limited where it wasn't. In the right conditions, 0W-20 is genuinely excellent oil. Let me be clear about that before I get into where it struggles, because the goal here is accuracy, not alarmism. Cold start protection on 0W-20 is the best of the three oils we tested. In below freezing temperatures, it flows faster than any other common F-150 oil weight. It reaches turbo bearings and cam phasers in less time after a cold start than either 5W-30 or 5W-40 in real-world use when many owners think about oil weight. If you live somewhere cold and your F-150 starts most mornings at or below freezing, that difference is real and it matters for long-term engine health. Fuel economy improvement is also real. even if it's not dramatic. In steady highway driving, 0W-20 produces slightly less internal friction than 5W-30. For owners whose primary use is highway commuting in a moderate climate with a newer truck, this is the oil the manual recommends, and the manual is right for their situation. Here's where it starts to fall short. Oil film strength decreases as temperature rises. At normal operating temperature, all three oils create an adequate film. At elevated temperature under load, the film becomes thinner and the safety margin shrinks. 0W-20 starts with less film strength than 5W-30, which means less margin before that film becomes inadequate under heat. And that thinner film is exactly what turns into timing chain stretch, cam phaser wear, and a $3,000 to $6,000 repair that the owner never connected to the oil they were running. I have seen turbo failures that trace directly back to oil breakdown under heat. Not bad parts, just oil that couldn't keep up with what the engine was asking of it. On an EcoBoost under towing load in summer heat, 0W-20 is working at the edge of its protective range, not failing immediately, but with less margin than you want between you and an expensive repair. The other issue is degradation rate. A 0W-20 that goes 15,000 miles in a truck that tows regularly in summer heat is not the same oil it was when it went in. The viscosity has dropped, the additives have depleted faster, the protection is measurably reduced. And here's the part that makes it genuinely dangerous. 0W-20 does not fail immediately. That's exactly the problem. It wears things slowly, quietly, until one day the bill shows up and nobody connects it to the oil. By then, it's a timing chain job, a cam phaser replacement, a turbo that's done. The truck ran fine right until it didn't. 0W-20 is excellent for what it was designed for. Newer engines, cold climates, light driving, fuel economy focus. Push it into hard use or high mileage, and the margin disappears. 5W-30 results, the clear winner for most F-150 owners. This is where most people get it wrong. They assume Ford's recommendation is the protection recommendation. It's not, it's the fuel economy recommendation. Here's the difference that actually matters for your engine. Cold start performance on 5W-30 is nearly as good as 0W-20 in all but a most extreme cold temperatures. Below approximately -15 degrees Fahrenheit, the difference starts to matter meaningfully. Above that, which covers the vast majority of F-150 owners across the United States, 5W-30 flows quickly enough on cold start that the gap between it and 0W-20 is minimal in real-world use. Where 5W-30 separates itself is under heat and load. The thicker film strength at elevated temperature means more protection margin when the EcoBoost turbo is working hard, when the engine is pulling a trailer in summer highway, when the truck is sitting in stop-and-go traffic on a 95-degree day with the AC running. Every condition where oil temperature rises and the oil is asked to do real work, 5W-30 has more room to work with before the film starts to thin dangerously. I've seen this confirmed in oil analysis results from customer trucks. Pull the oil from a 3.5 EcoBoost at 10,000 miles in a truck that tows regularly. 0W-20 comes out significantly more degraded than 5W-30 from the same mileage and same use. Viscosity dropped, metal content higher. I had a customer with a 3.5 EcoBoost at 130,000 miles, towing twice a month, mostly highway. Switched them from 0W-20 to 5W-30. Oil temp stabilized and consumption dropped within one interval. Same driving, same truck, different oil. 0W-20 works, 5W-30 protects. The fuel economy penalty for 5W-30 versus 0W-20 is real and small. In normal mixed driving, roughly 0.2 to 0.4 of a mile per gallon. Over a full year of driving, that might cost you $30 to $50 in additional fuel. Weighed against the improved protection margin for a truck that tows or runs hot, that trade-off is easy math. For high-mileage trucks specifically, 5W-30 is clearly the better choice. The thicker film feels worn clearance is better, oil consumption is lower, cam phaser protection is stronger. I routinely recommend to switch to 5W-30 when F-150 EcoBoost come into the shop past 100,000 miles, especially if they've been showing any early signs of phaser wear or consumption. For most F-150 owners, EcoBoost or Coyote, mixed driving, any towing, summer heat, higher mileage, 5W-30 full synthetic is the oil that protects longest. The fuel economy difference is real and small. The protection difference is also real and not small.
5W-40 results. The right oil for specific severe duty use. 5W-40 is the oil that severe duty use cases were made for. and it is genuinely excellent in the conditions it was designed for. The issue is that those conditions do not describe most F-150 owners. Under sustained heavy towing load, a fully loaded trailer, a heavy fifth wheel, and equipment haul in summer heat, 5W-40 maintains film strength better than either of the other two oils. The viscosity stays more stable as temperature climbs. The protective layer at the turbo bearings and cam journals is thicker and more resistant to shear breakdown under sustained high load. If you own an F-150 that regularly pulls heavy loads in hot weather, 5W-40 is doing real work that 5W-30 handles with less margin. For high mileage trucks in demanding service, a working truck with 180,000 miles that hauls weight every week in a hot climate, 5W-40 provides a protection level that compensates for the additional clearance that comes with a worn engine. Hot climates compound everything.
An F-150 running in Phoenix in August under any towing load is in a completely different thermal environment than the same truck in Minnesota in October. 5W-40 was built for the Phoenix scenario. Here is where it falls short for everyday use. Cold start performance is meaningfully worse than 5W-30 in cold temperatures. Thicker oil takes longer to reach critical components after startup, which is the most vulnerable moment in any drive cycle. Fuel economy takes a real hit. The additional internal resistance is measurable in fuel consumption, particularly in city driving. For a daily driver that does not tow heavy and does not operate in extreme heat, that fuel penalty buys you protection you are simply not using. There is also a compatibility question that matters before you make any switch. Not every F-150 engine is specified for 5W-40. Check your specific engine and model year before changing oil weight. Running 5W-40 in an engine designed around tight 0W-20 tolerances can work against you rather than for you. The final verdict: which oil is right for your F-150? Here's the part nobody tells F-150 owners. The oil that passes Ford's test and the oil that protects your engine longest are not always the same bottle. 0W-20 is the right oil if your F-150 is newer, roughly 2018 and up. Your driving is primarily highway in moderate temperatures, you're in a cold climate where fast cold start flow genuinely matters, and you're not towing regularly. For that specific profile, Ford's recommendation makes complete sense, and the manual is right for your situation.
5W-30 is the winner for most F-150 owners. If you tow anything, even occasionally, if you live somewhere with hot summers, if your truck is past 100,000 miles, if you run your EcoBoost hard with the turbo working under sustained load, the protection margin of 5W-30 over 0W-20 in those conditions is meaningful. The fuel economy penalty is not, and the long-term difference in engine wear is real. I have seen it in oil analysis, I have seen it in engine teardowns, and I have seen it in the two trucks at the beginning of this video, where the same engine, same mileage, and different oil produce two completely different outcomes at 220,000 miles versus 120. 5W-40 is the right choice for a specific subset of F-150 owners. Heavy tow rigs, trucks operating in extreme heat, high mileage working trucks in demanding daily service. Verify your engine specification allows 5W-40 before switching. For everyone else, it is more viscosity than the daily driving profile requires and worse cold flow than the engine benefits from. One critical note before you change anything: always check your specific engine's approved viscosity range before changing oil weight. When in doubt, run 5W-30 full synthetic from a major brand with the correct API certification for your engine. That covers most F-150 owners in most conditions without risk. Your engine does not care what is printed in the manual. It cares about heat, load, and whether the oil you chose could actually handle what you asked of it. For most F-150 owners, the oil that protects longest is not the thinnest one in the lineup. Now you know. Drop a comment and tell me what oil you are currently running and how many miles are on your truck. I read every single one. The full F-150 maintenance guide covering oil intervals, fluid specs, and what to inspect at every mileage milestone is linked in the description. If this helped you, subscribe. I will see you in the next one.